Consider yourself under arrest, Dr. Phillips. Sam, copy him and read his rights.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and to have him present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before him.
You grabbed the gun. You just couldn't help
Look,
yourself.
Would I kill Kate and then come out here on her doorstep all night?
Passed out's more like it.
Look, you searched the car. You didn't find anything. I haven't had a drink in over 2 years. Look, Kate's murder is getting away while you're wasting your time with
I
me.
don't think so. You don't seem to have a very good alibi, do you?
Dr. Phillips, are you all right?
Lucy.
Welcome back. I can tell you'd rather be someplace else.
Yes, I sure would.
Well, I don't blame you. Nerve of those people putting you in here for something you didn't do.
Well, I haven't been able to convince them of that.
Anybody with half a brain knows you love Kate, and the whole thing's totally ridiculous.
Thanks, Lucy.
Well, I just came by to see if there's something I can get for you. Last time I saw you, you was sneezing your head off. How's your hay fever?
Oh, Miss Lawson, finding our superlative staff at your every beck and call, I hope. I've brought along someone I'd like you to meet. This is Dr. Crenshaw.
Miss Lawson?
Dr. Crenshaw is a laryngologist, very prominent in his field.
I'm here to examine you before you're released today.
Examine me, but nobody's told me anything about being examined.
Oh, it's necessary. Now, if you'll proceed, Doctor.
Well, this won't be uncomfortable at all. Let's take a look at Dr. Martin's handiwork. I hear you're uncomfortable with the scar.
What's going on here?
My hay fever. I forgot all about it.
Well, it's a wonder it hadn't flared up again. This place smells like a diaper pail.
Yeah, that's right. The day I left the clinic, I had a prescription filled.
Yeah, for chlorpheniramate. And Russ picked it up at the pharmacy.
Well, yeah, I suppose I took them all. I don't know what else happened to them.
Well, why don't you let me get it refilled for you?
Oh, thanks, Lucy. I appreciate that. But I probably won't be able to take them. They wouldn't even let me take an aspirin for a headache.
Hey, Dave, got yourself another visitor.
Harold.
Hey.
The money for the bond.
Miracle of miracles, it came through.
I knew you'd see the light of day again.
Thank God, Lucy. You too, Harold.
Well, I can't take a lot of credit for this one.
Well, where'd the $25,000 come from?
I'm not at liberty to say. The person wanted to remain anonymous, but it's somebody who certainly didn't want you to be in jail any longer.
What do you know about that? 20th century Good Samaritan. Always there when you need him. Or her.
Open wide, please.
Why wasn't I informed about it?
Wait a minute. Why should you have been?
Good, very good.
Look, I have my own specialist lined up to examine my clients.
So have I, Dr. Crenshaw here.
Crenshaw. Look, these release forms are already signed, Mr. Lewis.
I haven't approved him yet.
Well, nowhere on here does it say that you have to.
Oh, in this case, I do. Under the circumstances, since we're being sued for malpractice.
All right, that's enough. Take your hands off her, please, Doctor.
I am just about to. I'm through. Lester, remarkable piece of surgery, I'd say.
Oh, you don't know what you're talking about, Doctor.
Miss Lawson should consider herself very privileged to have work done on her such as this. Because of it, her voice is still intact.
Well, now I know you're a quack. She can barely speak.
You didn't mean for anything else, Lester. I have to finish my rounds.
No, you go right ahead, Doctor. As a matter of fact, there's no point in my hanging around here anymore either. Our mission is accomplished.
Nancy, why did you let them do that to you? I told you I would handle everything.
Because I thought that it was just routine for me to get out of
Nancy,
here.
nothing is routine when there's this much money involved. You ought to know that by now.
Well, it doesn't matter either way.
Of course it matters. You heard what that Dr. Crenshaw said, didn't you? Acting as if nothing was wrong with your voice.
Well, he didn't say that at all. He said that it was nothing wrong with the surgery.
It's not the procedure that's in question, Nancy. It's using an unsterilized ballpoint pen holder in place of a surgical tube.
Yeah, but that was all that was there.
Don't even say that. That Ben Martin operated on you without your permission, with an impaired hand, without the permission of this hospital. Plus, he used a filthy piece of makeshift equipment that could have caused you total disability. Now, don't forget that.
Well, how can I? I mean, you keep reminding me.
Look, Nancy, come on. I just want you to get what is rightfully yours. Come on, that's all I want. You deserve it. You've been through so much. Now, look. You're not gonna back out now, are you? Good. That's all I need to hear. Nancy, believe me, I'm gonna win it all for you. You gotta trust me. And you can't trust anybody else but me, huh?
Okay.
Good. Okay. All right, so why don't you get dressed? I'll get you out of this place. I'll wait out in the hall, okay? Don't forget, your new home is waiting for you at the King's Arm.
Dr. Pruner to emergency.
Too bad Lucille had to rush off. She seemed happier that you're going to be free on bond than you are.
Well, it's not that I'm thankful, Harold.
But what?
I don't want to get my hopes up for a letdown.
A letdown? Dave, we got the money. You're going to be out of here in a few minutes.
No, that's not what I mean.
Well, I don't think I understand that.
Look, I don't know if I'll be welcome back at the clinic or not.
Well, don't be silly. Lucille was going to take you back there right now, except the paperwork wasn't ready yet.
Well, I know the staff will accept me, but I don't know whether the patients will want a man who's up for murder examining them.
Don't you think maybe you're getting the cart in front of the horse here?
No, I don't. This bad publicity could destroy the clinic.
Well, I guess it could, but it hasn't happened yet. Look, instead of worrying about the clinic, isn't there something else a little more important?
What?
Kate's funeral. It's today.
Yes, I know it's today. I can never stop thinking of that.
You want to go?
Of course I want to go.
Well, we can go right straight there from here, unless you need to stop at home for anything.
No, but I would like to try to see Stacy first.
I can take you by there. Amber's too.
Now, that'd be stretching a point. Both girls are angry with me, but Stacy would...
Listen a little bit better, huh?
Yeah. Maybe I can convince her that I had nothing to do with her mother's death.
I think it's worth a try.
Yes, it is. Maybe the two of us can go to the service together.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's go then. Guard!
Stacy, you haven't dressed for the funeral yet.
I can't seem to get moving.
Did you get any sleep at all last night?
A little. I'm not so sure I want to be at the services.
Stacy, you're strong enough to go through with it.
That's not the way I feel. My mother's being buried, and I can't even accept the fact that she's dead.
Well, it's understandable that you have those feelings. You and your mother were very close.
I loved her. She knew me better than anyone else, even Dad.
Well, now is the time to reach out to him, and even to Amber.
I don't know how. It's like I'm in a cage and I can't get out.
But you aren't. Stacy, don't let yourself believe that.
I don't think I could stand losing anyone in my life ever again.
Don't let your fears replace your love.
Maybe they already have. I'm afraid to go to the funeral because because Gil might be there with Amber.
I suspected as much.
And I'm ashamed for thinking that right now.
But it's okay to be honest about that. I mean, you still have very strong feelings for him.
Now, Gil and Amber might be drawn even closer together. Because Amber's hurting over Mom, too. And that means that Gil will be able to see that she's able to love somebody.
You stay right there. I'll get it. Dave!
Mary.
Thank God you're out.
Yes, believe it or not.
The bail money came through quicker than we thought it would.
Thank you, Harry.
I had to see you.
Oh, Daddy! Sorry.
Walter, do you know what today is?
Of course I do. It's one more day that we can't afford to waste on this story.
Walt, it's Kate Carruthers' funeral.
Which will appear on the front page of this afternoon's edition. But that does not make it a holiday for you, Gene.
No, just a little tougher concerning Gil Prescott. He'll probably be at the funeral.
Now, look, I haven't asked you to capitalize on somebody's grief. We just can't afford to let anyone slide by on this story.
Walter, but look, you have to understand.
Everyone involved can shed some light on this murder. I've got to print something else besides Dave Phillips' side.
Am I hearing you right?
What?
Are you starting to doubt his guilt?
No, I just want the facts. I just want the facts, and I don't seem to be getting them all.
Well, you know, it seems to me that there are a lot of unanswered questions before the murder.
Yeah.
Lee and Kate's wedding.
You mean like that mad dash they made after the ceremony?
Well, they didn't exactly dash out of there like they were on their way to some honeymoon by the looks on their faces.
You're not by any chance trying to point a finger at Lee Carruthers, are you?
No, Walter, just giving you the facts like you asked for.
Yeah, well, just make sure you don't get them mixed up with your opinions.
Well, there's one way to keep from falling into that trap. I'll talk to Lee Carruthers myself.
Now you're on the right track. He can clam up about the murder, but he knows it's expected of him to at least make some kind of comment on his own wife's funeral.
Well, that's fine, but that's not exactly what I had in mind.
Yeah, well, go with it anyway. And while you're at it, interview Stacy.
Wait a minute. Stacy, Walter. Have a heart, man.
She is Kate Carruthers' daughter. And that, Gene, is news.
Are you okay? I've been worried about you.
I'm better now that you're here. What about you? Are you all right?
Oh, yes, I'm fine.
I think you two should be alone. Stacy, would you rather that we go on ahead?
No, that's all right.
No, I'd like to talk to Stacy.
Give me a chance to fill you in on the conditions of Dave's bail.
I didn't kill her, Stacy. No matter what you heard, I couldn't have done that to your mother.
I know you didn't. I never thought you did.
Do you mean that?
Yes.
Just as long as you believe me, that's all that really matters to me.
I wanted to come see you as soon as I heard you were arrested, but I was so confused that I just couldn't.
No, I understand. How did you find out about your mom?
Jean told me. Jean and Amber.
Amber. How's she taking it?
I haven't seen her since then,
You mean you've been here by yourself?
except when Terry came by and Sergeant Brubaker for questioning.
You always did do your crying by yourself. When Kevin died, you locked yourself in your room for days. You remember? I heard you crying and wanted to come to you, but I felt guilty about it.
You thought I blamed you for the accident.
Yes, just like Amber.
I didn't, Daddy. And I don't blame you for Mom's death, or any of those other things that I accused you of, especially of Gil.
I was wrong there. Look, I only suggested that Gil and Amber get married because, well, I thought under the circumstances it was the right thing to do. But I never wanted to hurt you.
You didn't break us up. She was behind all that. And I just took it out on you instead.
I understand that. Look, I think we'd better get ready.
Yeah. I guess we've kept Terry and Mr. Webster waiting long enough. I'll go get changed.
Listen, Walter, news or no news, you know she hasn't been to work since the murder. And she's not up to any kind of interview.
Now look, if she'll talk to anybody, it'll be you.
She has talked to me and she's hurting. And I've got to get going, too. I got to get down to the funeral and get a reaction from Lee Carruthers. I'll call you later or something.
Never mind about that.
Now what?
You don't have to call me later. I'm going with you to the funeral to pay my respects.
Well, suit yourself.
Stacy, about ready.
Just a second, Dad. I'm ready. Anything wrong?
No, I just didn't expect you to...
What?
Nothing. You just look... Well, maybe you'd like to put on a little more makeup. Maybe change your dress.
It's the way I feel, Dad.
Stacy, I love you no matter how you dress, but you were just beginning to show the world how beautiful you are.
Let's just say I've had enough of the world's appreciation of me. I just want to be left alone.
Come on, where's the Stacy I know? The fighter.
I tried, Dad. I even tried playing by their rules. I tried, and I lost, and I don't like losing, and I don't like what I've become, and I don't like any of it. So let's just drop it, okay? Besides, you said that the way I dressed didn't matter.
It doesn't matter, but the way you feel does matter, especially the way you're feeling right now. I'm worried about you, Stacy.
I'm fine. Really, let's just go. But would you do one thing for me?
Of course, what is it?
Would you keep Amber away from me? I don't want to make a scene. Promise me.
I promise. But I'll probably be the one she turns on, not you.
Maybe so. I just don't want her near us.
Stacy, sweetheart, don't give up on the idea of the fact that time will heal even these wounds.
Not now. Too many unforgivable things have happened, Daddy.
Stacy, the only hope we have is the knowledge that everything is forgivable in God's eyes. And nothing that I've done or Amber's done or that you've done is beyond that.
I guess that Terry and Mr. Webster got tired of waiting.
Hello, Stacy. Can I talk to you? Please, it's very important.
I can't talk to you, Gil. We're on the way to the funeral.
Dr. Phillips, I thought you were...
Yes, you thought I was in jail. Well, as you can see, I'm not. And I want you to stay away from my daughter.
I have something I have to explain to Stacy.
She doesn't want to talk to you. Can't you hear?
It's about Amber. You need to know.
Now listen for the last time, Gil.
Dad? It's okay. Could you wait out with Terry and Mr. Webster? And I'll be out in a minute.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'll be fine, thank you. What about Amber?
It's something your mother told me the night she was killed.
My mother.
Amber had an abortion.